Before you blow your life savings on another basic beach vacation, I need 30 seconds to completely ruin your travel plans. What if I told you there's a secret island where the water is literally more blue than your phone screen, where billionaires hide their mega yachts, and where the beaches are so insanely beautiful that Italy had to limit how many people can visit them? An island that's technically in Europe but feels like an alien planet, where locals speak a language that Google Translate gave up on, where you can walk on water without breaking any laws of physics. This place exists. It's called Sardinia. And your travel agent is never going to tell you about it because they're too busy selling you overpriced trips to places that went viral on TikTok 3 years ago. I'm about to show you beaches that make the Maldives look like a public pool, secret coves that billionaires fight over, and why this Mediterranean island is causing an international incident over sand. By the end of this video, you'll either book a flight immediately or hate me for showing you what you've been missing. There's no middle ground with Sardinia. You've been warned. Let's go. Alright, let's get something straight from the jump. Sardinia isn't really Italian. I mean, sure, it's legally part of Italy, there's a ferry from the mainland, and the gelato is decent. But saying Sardinia is Italian is like saying Texas is just another American state. Technically true, practically laughable. Picture this. You're floating in the middle of the Western Mediterranean, halfway between France and Tunisia, on a chunk of ancient rock that's been playing hard to get for literally thousands of years. This is Sardinia, a rocky, sun-blasted, goat-haunted island that's basically the Mediterranean's moody teenager. It's ancient, stubborn, slightly paranoid, and absolutely magnificent. Sardinia is the second largest island in the Mediterranean, but here's the kicker. It doesn't feel Mediterranean at all. While the rest of the Med is all olive groves and whitewashed villages, Sardinia's interior is pure granite mountains, scrubby forests, and ghost towns that look like they're auditioning for a spaghetti western. But here's where it gets interesting. The coastline? Oh boy, that's what brings the tourists. And when I say Sardinia's beaches are insane, I mean they're so beautiful they should probably be illegal. We're talking Costa Smeralda with its billionaire playground vibes, Cala Goloritzé with limestone cliffs that make the Greek islands jealous, and Spiaggia La Pelosa, which might actually be the most beautiful beach in the world. Yes, I said it, the world. But here's the Sardinian paradox. This island depends on tourism, especially in summer when the coasts fill up with Italians, Germans, French, and the occasional lost American who was definitely looking for Sicily. Yet many Sardinians resent how tourists treat their island like a summer theme park. It's like inviting people to your house party and then getting annoyed when they actually show up. When D.H. Lawrence rolled up to Sardinia in 1921 and caught his first glimpse of Cagliari from the sea, he compared it to Jerusalem and called it strange and rather wonderful, not a bit like Italy. And you know what? That observation hits just as hard today. Cagliari isn't just a city, it's a statement. Picture this. You're approaching by boat, and suddenly this medieval fortress rises from the water like something out of a fever dream. The city cascades down from its hilltop Castello quarter to the port, framed by serene lagoons that are literally home to flamingos. Flamingos! In Europe. It's like someone took a medieval Italian city and dropped it into a National Geographic documentary. We're talking about 430,000 people in the metro area, with about 150,000 in the city proper. That's modest by international standards, but don't let the numbers fool you. Cagliari punches way above its weight class. The Cagliaritani have this incredible blend of stoicism and kindness that's uniquely Sardinian. They'll give you directions, warn you about jellyfish, and then immediately start complaining about the government. It's like getting a weather report, safety briefing, and political commentary all in one conversation. The historic Castello Quarter is where the magic really happens. This hilltop fortress has housed religious leaders, nobility, and government officials for centuries. It's all steep alleyways, ancient stairs, and here's the kicker. Free elevators that connect the castle to the modern city below, because nothing says ancient medieval fortress like modern municipal transportation. Okay, Buckle up because we're about to talk about La Pelosa, and I need you to understand something. This isn't just marketing hyperbole. This beach is so beautiful that it literally broke the internet before breaking the internet was even a thing. We're talking about a stretch of sand so perfect that it makes the Maldives look like a municipal swimming pool. La Pelosa sits in Stintino, a fishing town that went from sleepy coastal village to tourism heavyweight faster than you can say Instagram influencer. Last year alone, over 1 million tourists stomped through here. 1 million! For a beach that's just 300 meters long and 60 meters wide. That's not tourism, that's a full-scale invasion. But here's why they come, and here's why you'll understand the moment you see it. The Mediterranean here isn't just blue, it's biblical. We're talking about at least 12 shades of turquoise that don't even have names in English, and they all blur into each other like melted glass. The sand is finer than powdered sugar, and the water is so calm and crystalline that it makes the Caribbean look murky. The secret is in the geology. The seabed is ultra shallow and made of quartz-rich sand that reflects light like a stage spotlight. You can literally walk 100 meters into the water and still be waist deep. No currents, no undertow, no waves. It's like swimming in a giant natural infinity pool. Rising from the water like something out of a medieval fantasy is Torre della Pelosa, an Aragonese watchtower built in 1578 when pirates were still a legitimate business concern. This isn't just decoration, it's a functional piece of history that you can literally swim to. The water is so shallow and clear that the short swim to the tower feels like floating through liquid glass. Meet Alghero, the city that's been cosplaying as Spain for so long that it's basically become method acting. Despite being Italian for centuries, Alghero feels like someone picked up a piece of Barcelona and dropped it on the Sardinian coast. The locals call it Barceloneta, or Little Barcelona, and honestly, they're not wrong. Picture this, you're walking down cobblestone streets lined with Gothic arches and Catalan balconies, past Baroque churches and medieval walls that front the sea. The street signs are bilingual, Italian and Catalan. The locals are chatting in Sardinian, Italian, and this ancient dialect called Algherese that sounds like Catalan had a baby with maritime Italian. It's like Europe's most successful cultural mashup. The story goes like this. The Doria family of Genoa founded Alghero in the 12th century, but in 1353, plot twist, the Catalans showed up, kicked out the locals, and brought in Catalan settlers. It was like an extreme home makeover, medieval style. And here's the kicker, the cultural influence stuck. 7 centuries later, people are still speaking Catalan dialects in Sardinia. That's commitment to a theme. We're talking about 40,000 permanent residents, but in summer, the population explodes. Between 400,000 and 500,000 tourists visit annually. That's a 10-to-1 ratio of visitors to locals during peak season. But somehow, Alghero manages the crush gracefully. It's like the city has been dealing with tourists for so long that it's developed perfect crowd management skills. Costa Smeralda is one of the youngest luxury destinations in Italy, but it attracts the oldest money in the world. Before 1961, this was just a quiet stretch of coast used for sheep grazing and fishing. Then Prince Karamangan Khan IV and his consortium of investors decided to invent paradise from scratch, and they absolutely nailed it. The Consortio Costa Smeralda wasn't just about building resorts, it was about creating a completely controlled luxury ecosystem. They banned billboards, neon signs, and high-rise buildings. Instead, they built this Mediterranean fantasy of stucco villas, winding roads, and discreet 5-star hotels camouflaged by bougainvillea. It's like someone took the concept of understated luxury and gave it unlimited funding. Costa Smeralda translates to Emerald Coast, and it's not just marketing. The waters here are genuinely this incredible green-blue color that's so vivid it looks artificially enhanced. The clarity and color come from the pristine seabed and the way light reflects off the white sand and granite rocks. It's like nature's own luxury filter. Porto Cervo is the crown jewel of Costa Smeralda. It's not really a city or even a town. It's a curated experience. The permanent population of Porto Cervo is about 400 people, but during high season it swells to 30,000. These aren't backpackers or budget travelers. A coffee can costs 10 euros. A hotel suite can cost more than most people's annual salary, and the price per square meter for real estate can exceed 30,000 euros. That's among the highest in Europe. The Billionaire Club, founded by Flavio Briatore, is one of the most infamous nightclubs in the world. It's not about dancing or music, it's about being seen by the right people. The guest lists read like a who's who of global wealth and celebrity. It's less nightclub, more exclusive networking event with better lighting. La Maddalena is a scattered group of granite islands floating in the crystal clear waters off Sardinia's northern coast. The La Maddalena archipelago consists of 7 major islands and dozens of smaller islets, all part of a protected national park. It's a place of stone and light, cliffs softened by Mediterranean sun, wild herbs scenting the air, and endless shades of blue reflected in calm, crystalline bays. The main island, also called La Maddalena, is home to a charming harbour town with colourful facades, small piazzas, and cafes that lean into the late afternoon sun. A bridge connects it to Caprera, an island with pine trees, beautiful beaches, and hiking paths that overlook quiet bays occasionally visited by dolphins. Giuseppe Garibaldi, Italy's national hero, spent his final years on Caprera. His house remains, still surrounded by olive trees and silence. It's now a museum filled with the belongings of a man who helped shape modern Italy but chose to die in solitude on a granite island in the Mediterranean. The beaches here never disappoint. Coves like Bosa Trinitar and Cala Spalmatore on the main island have gorgeous sand and clean shallow water perfect for swimming. Cala Coticho, accessible by trail on Caprera, rewards hikers with smooth white rocks and dreamlike blue water that looks like it was designed by angels. Most travellers landing in Sardinia will first step foot in Olbia, but don't be too quick to grab your rental car and speed north. Sitting in the Gallura region, Olbia is more than just coordinates on a map. It's a natural harbour and launchpad to the glamour of Costa Smeralda and the inland charm of Sardinia's granite hills. The city's name is Greek, meaning happy or blessed. Tourism numbers fluctuate, but Olbia pulls in roughly 3 to 4 million visitors per year, especially during high season. Many don't even sleep there. They pass through on their way to the Costa Smeralda, but more and more are discovering that Olbia itself is worth exploring. The old town is compact and walkable, centered around Corso Umberto I, the main pedestrian street. It's not a perfect dream resort, it's a soulful, functional city. You get beaches, markets, Roman ruins, little trattorias, dusty museums, and stone churches. There are ferry horns, espresso shots, and dialect-speaking residents. This town is the opposite of sterile. Olbia might be a port city, but it's also one of the best beach bases in Sardinia. Within 30 minutes, you can reach over a dozen beaches, each with its own character, family-friendly, wild, windy, soft-sanded, or stone-fringed. The local beaches often rank among the cleanest in Italy. Beyond the famous beaches and luxury resorts, Sardinia hides countless treasures. The dunes of Piscinas on the southwest coast feel more Sahara than Mediterranean, a surreal landscape of golden sand dunes that rise from emerald waters and roll inland like a desert caught dreaming of the ocean. These are among the tallest active sand dunes in Europe, some reaching 60 meters high. In the mountainous interior, the village of Orgosolo tells Sardinia's story through hundreds of murals painted on houses, shops, and walls. What started as political graffiti in the 1960s evolved into an internationally recognized gallery of street art that doesn't ask permission. It says what it wants, how it wants. The colorful town of Bosa sits where the Temo River meets the sea, its pastel buildings reflecting in the water like a box of crayons spilled along Sardinia's only navigable river. This isn't a resort town, it's a real place where real people live year-round, practicing traditional crafts like lacework and embroidery. Sardinia isn't just another Mediterranean island, it's a world unto itself. It's a place where ancient nuragic towers dot the landscape like stone sentinels, where beaches rival any tropical paradise, where mountain villages preserve traditions that predate the Roman Empire, and where the local flag features 4 mysterious Moorish heads that tell stories of conquest and resistance. This is an island that rewards the curious traveller, the one who looks beyond the obvious tourist spots to discover hidden coves, authentic villages, and landscapes that seem to belong to another planet. Sardinia doesn't reveal its secrets easily. You have to earn them. But for those willing to make the effort, it offers experiences that will change how you think about travel forever. Whether you're swimming in the impossibly blue waters of La Pelosa, exploring the medieval streets of Alghero, or hiking through the granite peaks of Gennargentu, Sardinia offers something that's increasingly rare in our connected world. The chance to feel like you've discovered something entirely new. So what are you waiting for? Sardinia is calling, and trust me, you want to answer that call. Hit that subscribe button if you're ready to discover more hidden gems like this. Give this video a thumbs up if Sardinia just made it onto your bucket list, and let me know in the comments which part of this incredible island you want to explore first. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep escaping to the world's most exotic destinations. Ciao.